Welcome back to our Stoic journey. Today, we focus on something we all face: how to deal with difficult or annoying people. According to the Stoics, we cannot control others, but we can control how we respond. Join us as we explore how Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus dealt with frustration, anger, and interpersonal conflict, teaching us how to remain unshaken, no matter who crosses our path. Share, like, and subscribe to keep this channel going.
When you wake up in the morning, tell yourself, the people I deal with today will be meddling, ungrateful, arrogant, dishonest, jealous, and surly. They are like this because they cannot distinguish between good and evil. But I have seen the beauty of good and the ugliness of evil, and I have recognized that the wrongdoer has a nature related to my own, not of the same blood and birth, but the same mind, and possessing a share of the divine. Remember that it is not he who insults you who harms you, but your judgment about his insults. When someone does you wrong, consider not the act itself, but how you view it. You are the one who grants it power to disturb you. If you choose not to view it as harmful, then no harm is done. Train yourself to respond not with anger, but with understanding and calmness. It is often said that we should treat others as they treat us, but the Stoics' way is to treat others not as they deserve, but as nature demands. When someone acts with ignorance or cruelty, consider their circumstances. Perhaps they suffer, and their suffering manifests in unkindness. Let us be gentle with them, for in doing so, we elevate ourselves and teach them, by example, the way of wisdom. Choose not to be harmed, and you won't feel harmed. Don't feel harmed, and you haven't been. People exist for the sake of one another. Teach them or bear with them. Life is too short to be spent in endless disputes and frustrations. Remember that in the end, the person who annoys you will leave this world just as you will, and all that will remain is how you conducted yourself. When someone does you wrong, immediately consider what made them do it. Once you understand their circumstances, you will not be angry. Do not be quick to condemn others, for what appears wrong to you may be necessary to them. Forgive them, for holding on to anger harms you more than them. By releasing it, you free yourself from unnecessary suffering. It is the mark of a great man to rise above trivial disputes. We waste our lives quarreling over things that matter little in the grand scheme. Focus not on who is right or wrong, but on how to live virtuously. When others engage in quarrels, let them. You, however, should rise above it and act with dignity. In doing so, you achieve mastery over yourself and show the world the strength of virtue. Build yourself a strong inner fortress. Let nothing from the outside world enter and disturb your peace. Annoying people are part of life, but their actions cannot touch your mind unless you allow them. Stay within yourself. Guard your inner sanctuary, and you will never be shaken. Nothing that others do can truly harm you unless you surrender your peace to them. Don't allow your tongue to rush ahead of your mind. When someone provokes you, refrain from giving an immediate response. Take a moment to reflect on what is being said. By holding your tongue, you avoid saying something you'll regret later, and you give yourself time to respond with wisdom rather than anger. Silence is often the best answer to provocation. The best revenge is not to be like your enemy. When you are frustrated by someone's actions, remind yourself that you can transform that frustration into an opportunity for virtue. If someone is rude, respond with kindness. If they are angry, meet them with calmness. By doing so, you turn what could have been a source of conflict into a moment of growth. The people who annoy us are our greatest teachers. They reveal our weaknesses, our impatience, our anger, our need for validation. Without them, we wouldn't know these weaknesses existed. Instead of being frustrated by them, thank them in your mind. They give you an opportunity to work on yourself, to strengthen your patience, to master your emotions. Accept everything that comes to you, woven in the pattern of your destiny, for what could be more fitting for your needs. If people are difficult, it is part of your training. See each interaction as a chance to practice patience and wisdom. Nothing happens to you that you are not equipped to handle. Everything that happens is for the good of your growth. Anger is like a fire that burns everything in its path. It consumes the person who feels it more than anyone else. What use is there in holding on to it? The person who provokes you may have moved on, but if you hold on to anger, you only burn yourself. Let go of anger and see it for what it is, a destructive force that harms you more than anyone else. Do not act as if you were going to live 10,000 years. Death hangs over you. While you live, while it is in your power, be good. When someone wrongs you, respond with compassion rather than judgment. We all have our faults, and we all struggle in different ways. Instead of condemning them, show them kindness, for in doing so, you uplift yourself. Life is long if you know how to use it. When we spend time dwelling on the faults of others or becoming frustrated by their actions, we waste precious moments. Stay present. Focus on what is within your control, your thoughts, your actions. The rest is irrelevant. Find peace in each moment, and you will no longer be troubled by the actions of others. Remember that you are an actor in a play, assigned a role according to the director's will. Some people will play their part poorly, but that's their concern, not yours. Your task is to perform your role well. Focus on what you can control, your thoughts, your actions, your virtues. Let go of everything else. Remember that you are an actor in a play, assigned a role according to the director's will. Some people will play their part poorly, but that's their concern, not yours. Your task is to perform your role well. Focus on what you can control, your thoughts, your actions, your virtues. Let go of everything else.
The wisdom of the Stoics reminds us that difficult people and frustrating situations are part of life, but how we respond to them defines who we are. By understanding human nature, practicing restraint, and choosing compassion over anger, we can rise above the noise of daily conflicts. Remember, as Marcus Aurelius said, the best revenge is not to be like them. Thank you for joining us on this journey of Stoic self-mastery. Until next time, stay calm, stay wise. Like, share, and subscribe to keep this channel going.